Hello and welcome to How Do I Homeschool. My name is Rebecca Devitt and today we're going to be reviewing the Focus on Fives program for kindergarten readers. I've been doing this program with my own son for the last year or so and he's been really enjoying it. He particularly enjoys it because of the bright colours and the interesting topics it brings. But let's have a look at the material. The first thing you might use is this set of phonics and review cards. As you can see, you can learn the letters and then you have a lot of other review cards to learn the phonic sounds like W, or the letter would be S. And then you've got cards to learn common words. So these are words that they will repeat throughout the Focus on Fives program. And so they're just words that you would know by sight and that they're going to see a lot. So for example, a simpler word would be who, and a more complicated one would be purple. As you can see, they've got little numbers here. And so this indicates how difficult it is. Now, this indication is also on, there's another really easy one, these numbers are also on this pack of 35 books that you get. So I've actually put all of the books out here to show you. But the first one, I'll see if I can find the first one in here for you. The first one just starts out with no pictures at all. And so you sort of try and get the gist of what is happening. And you've got a teacher's manual to walk you through each of the books. And the teacher's manuals are up here, and they also walk you through everything else also. But you start off with the super duper easy one, which has nothing in it. And then number 2 is also very easy. And you have a little list of words. Okay. But what do you get with number 3? Let's have a look. Now this is a bit of a jump. So they've been doing their sight words at this point, and they've been learning things like it and a. And what do they get? This is what they get. It is a flower. And so there is a progression, as you can see. Now, this gets even more complicated, and you might go to number 7. What do you do in that? Little words like this. It is a pup, and then it gets more complicated as you go in. Now at the end of these books they have a little review, and so you can look at words, and you can see in red they've got red, it is the root word, and then you've got hit and sit, and so they start to get a hang of it. And I found just going through these books, even without the teacher's manual, because I think to myself as a homeschool mum, I'm like, whoa, where am I going to get time to go through all those teacher's manuals? But if you get stuck and you're not quite sure what to do, you can go to those teacher's manuals. There they are, there's a whole stack of them to help you with it. Now keep in mind that the BJU program is also written for Christian homeschools. So a Christian teacher can just pick them up and basically say what is in the script, which makes it really easy for them. As a homeschool parent, I don't know if I have time to read the whole script because the books are very detailed, which will be good if you're a person who stresses over doing it all right. I am not, and my child is very happy learning. We're learning to read, and I'm just going through the course, and I think it's somewhat self-explanatory. As well as a reading program, BJU Focus on Fives is also a writing program, and so you've got lots of writing practice if you want it. So you can see the words, and you could write CK there. So that's reading, and then you can see here they've got writing practice in this one. So this one is the work text. And again, if you want to know exactly how to do it, you can read the teacher's manuals. From reading the reviews, a lot of mums say, golly, there's a lot of repetition. As a homeschool mum, you should feel free to skip things if you think your children know them. That will lead to a lot more of a relaxing homeschool. Just be sure that they know them before you skip them. It might be good to go through the phonics practice workbook. So this workbook takes you through phonics, and it has a little letter to the parents at the beginning, so you can read that. But it's all about teaching your children the sounds, the beginning, the middle, the end sounds. And that they've found that is the better way to learn, as opposed to just teaching children about just letters, is also to teach them phonics, which would be the W sound. So as you go through, it just runs you through different activities. This one is about colouring the uppercase T's in green and the lowercase t's in blue. So it's a little bit fun, and you can see how gorgeous and colourful the letters are and the words. So that is the phonics practice workbook. And then here's the work text. This one. And this one is writing practice. And it goes from super duper easy, where they're just saying, let's have a bit of fun, to doing very simple letters and sounds, to at the end of the book, you can see they're learning how to do Z's and Ch's and all that sort of stuff. And then write little sentences. So it just progresses, you can see, and it's really fun. I would recommend reading through the beginning of these books so you know how they work a little bit, but it won't take you too much time. And again, if you get lost, you can go to the teacher's edition. A lot of the time, my parents, when they homeschooled, they really tossed up whether they should get the teacher's edition. Sometimes they didn't get it, and then they would wait and see if they could figure it out, because teacher's editions can be expensive. And then if they couldn't, they would get the teacher's edition to help them out. So that could be a way you could do it. And then there is the Visuals Homeschool Flip Chart, which has a series of activities. So to figure out how to do this, you really do need to have the teacher's edition, because it shows you which activities to go to. And to use these ones, it will tell you how to do that this is the teacher's manual. So it just tells you, for each lesson, it just tells you what exactly you need to be doing. So for this lesson, you would need to be going to the work text page 7. So up here to the work text page 7, that's if you want to do lessons like you would, I guess, in a school. And then eventually you're going to get to the part where you need to go to this one, and it'll tell you when to go here. And this one just has additional material that helps you with the Focus on 5 course. So it might have a whole series of you get to know the family, biblical worldview themes, and these are just characters you're going to meet in the little books and through the work text, so they get to know them. And it gives you a little explanation on the back as well to explain each one out. Alright, you will also need the teacher's edition to help you explain how to use this. So this is the Phonics Charts Homeschool packet, so this just comes loose, and this involves a little bit of cutting as well. You can see I have to cut these ones out and reuse them, and use them. There they are. And this is a big wad of them, so that's fantastic. And there's lots of activities which they can do with those ones. You can see they're similar words: Nate, Kate, gate, maid, spade. And you would need the teacher's edition to use these, unless you want to make up your own. So I hope you found this really helpful. This is the BJU Focus on 5s program. I have loved using it. Like I said, we're not up to the point where we're using the teacher's manual, so we might do that at a future point. But we're just enjoying going through these. And we started with the letters. I just ran through the alphabetical letters, and then I started doing the phonics letters, and then we've started doing the words. But by the time he was ready to go to the words, he saw the books, and then he decided he wanted to start on the books. So we did that, and he's very excited. And when Dad comes home at night, I say to him, if he's not too tired, I say, could you read a book with him? And he's getting really good. So I've been very excited to see his progress. Anyway, so I would recommend this. I love the biblical worldview in it as well. And so if you're a Christian, that will be a huge plus. So go for it.